Hey folks, just a little slight technical glitch I had getting started on this one, but we're here. Only a couple of minutes late. Sorry about that though. I do have a 1999 S roll and my Michael Jackson gloves. I'm going to get started here. Let me find my bag. I got 50 names written out on cards here. These 50 names are the people who belong to these coins. Now I know that this 1999 S roll, which is the one I have chosen to go through, is not a 50 coin roll. So I have this roll as a fallback for all the places I need to fill in from the first roll, which I believe is going to be somewhere between 2 and 4 coins. Shake it up really good. But what we do have is our beginning. Oh, let me get my flips. Pre-prepared flips that have original roll reveal number 28 on them. This is reveal number 28, the second of two 1999 S proof rolls. Go ahead and open up my roll. Nice clean coin on the obverse on the top there. Okay, there's all 50 of my coins, or however many there are. I love these things. They look like sequins. They're so glittery and bright. Okay. Hello to everyone. Majestic Steve, Coin Junkie, Jason Patton, Cuds R Us. His first coin belonged to Marshall. Vicky Cardwell, Coin Junkie, Coin Dragon, Mark Thomas. Now, what we're looking for on this is the possibility of discovering any new possible double dies for a 1999 S proof. So far, we know of none, but that doesn't mean that they can't exist. We just had a very successful time with a 1956 roll of proofs. So we're going to look through these real quick and see what we can find. On the obverse, we'll be looking for minor double dies or anything that we could find on there, like struck-throughs or any other errors. On the reverse, what we're especially looking for is a close AM design. Now, this is the wide AM design, which would be normal for the 1999 proof. But there were some coins made and put in some of the sets that had an incorrect reverse on them, which would be for the business strike coins for that year. And you can tell the difference between the two designs quite easily if you know what you're looking at. This one's a normal coin. So this is from Mr. Marshall. That's what we get started off with, is a normal coin. Let's take a look at something special here. I'm going to teach you guys something. Anyone who wasn't here for the first roll is going to see this and they're going to learn something. This is a 1993 S proof Lincoln cent. Let's see if it focuses. That one won't focus, but I know this one will. Yeah, there you go. 1993 proof Lincoln cent. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the reverse of a 1993 proof. And I'm going to show you the design features that you'd be looking for in a 1999 or a 98 proof, because both of those have that possibility of producing this. It's a close AM on a proof. 1993 is the only year in which it was supposed to happen. And so I know this is a normal coin. It's for 1993. Notice how the M is much closer to the A than it is to the E. That's going to be your number one feature of a close AM design. Now, the close AM design is also exactly what it says. The A and the M are very close to one another. Look also at the TAT of states. Your TAT of states shows you that the A is much closer to the T on the right than it is to the one on the left. So it is a right offset A between the two T's of states. Now, let's hope that we see the same design on this one. Grab a name. Make sure I know who is going to belong to that coin. Andrew O'Neill is going to belong to this coin. Now let's take a look at the reverse first, because that's really where we're focusing on these coins. And we see here that we have a normal design. Now the normal design for a 1999 proof is going to be a centered M and a centered A. The A is centered between the two T's, and the M is centered between the A and the E. Now there's also differences with the designer's initials at the bottom. For instance, that little triangle-shaped flare that comes off the bottom of the G, and how close they are to the base of the memorial. But if I tell you that they're closer to the base of the memorial on this one than they are the other one, you'd have to see the other one to know the difference. Well, for this, you don't need to see another coin. You'll know definitely just by looking at this part. The M is spaced between the A and the E, and the A is spaced between the two T's. This is a normal 1999 proof. Now let me put the 93 proof right next to it. 93 proof sitting right next to the 99 proof now. Let me get it straightened up. Like to have my examples right next to one another, just right. Okay, so here's the normal 99, and this is a normal 93, or what you would see as an error on the 99s. Notice that the M is far more to the left than on the other coin, and it almost touches the A. Here again, you can see that it's well centered between the A and the E. Now, look at the normal 1999, you're going to see that the A is centered between the two T's of states. Now, if we look at the 93, the A is offset to the right. So here you have the offset to the right, and this is the close AM design, offset to the right, and you have the wide AM design, and it's very well centered. So there's your differences. There's your main differences. There's the differences that are worth looking at. Let's look at the initials real quick. You can see that on the wide AM design, your initials, you have a little triangular shaped flare coming off the bottom of the G, and the FG is pretty close to the base. If you look at the other, the FG is a little bit further away from the base, and your bottom right of the G is actually squared off. That's going to be a feature that you're not going to be able to tell the difference between unless you really, really know what you're looking at if you're only looking at one coin, which is why I give you these. Your off-center M versus your centered M, your off-center A versus your centered A. The centered A is going to be normal on the wide AM design. So there we have it. I'm going to put my 93 back, because we're not in the business of dealing with 93 Lincoln cents right now. So it's back where it belongs. And we have a normal reverse as we've been looking for Andrew O'Neill. Let's take a look at the obverse real quick and see if we come up with anything on the obverse, like, oh, a minor double die or any errors. Anything that we can see that makes it worth more than just a proof coin. A few little milk spots on this one, but that's kind of normal, unfortunately, for the proofs of 1999. I paused right there because I think I hear my dog sitting at my door. He leans against the door, so he makes sure he makes noise. So I know he's there. He wants to come in and say hi, but he's going to get to stay out there for now. And Mr. O'Neill gets coin number 2 in the roll. So, now that we know exactly what we're looking for, CM Silver is going to get the next coin. Let's take a look at it real quick. Look at the obverse. And once again, there are no double die obverses known for this issue, which is why if we find something, it's going to be cool and special. But we don't know of anything existing yet. Let's take the reverse, and it is a wide AM because that M is centered between the A and the E, so that makes it normal. And the A is centered between the two T's, still normal. And it doesn't appear that we have any hub doubling on this side. We'd be looking for extra thickness, stretching, anything like that, anything in or around the columns in the center of the memorial. Extra roof lines, ceiling lines on the inside of the memorial, inside the bays. Any extra planter lines or any separation or lines in e pluribus unum. That's generally what you're going to find in double die reverses for the single squeeze technique of making dies, which went from 1997 to date, except on the proofs, where it's known to have happened earlier. And coin number 4 will belong to Mr. Elliott. Mr. Elliott gets coin number 4. Let's see what's on it. Yeah, toss it under the scope, and we see looks like a normal obverse so far. Yeah. We have a rather normal obverse. Okay, see nothing there. Let's look at the reverse. Looks like it's going to be a white AM. White AM design, which is normal for 1999. And nothing that I can see in the middle of the design. So we'll move on to the next coin. Steve Elliott gets number 4. Coin number 5. Yeah, the proofs are exactly the opposite of the mint state. That is true. Taco John. The mint state coins, you're looking for the white AM, and you expect the close AM. In the proofs, it's just the opposite. You expect the white AM, and you're looking for the close AM. Sometimes I pause just a minute to get myself adjusted to what I'm looking at. This is a normal white AM. There's something next to the A there. It looks like it's a struck through, because the light changes as I turn the coin, so it means it's in the surface of the coin. Interesting little struck through going on there. It looks like an apostrophe. Looks like apostrophe A of America. Interesting. What's in states? Oh, that's a fiber laying on top of the coin. That's just a fiber from my glove. Brush it off there real quick. Yep. And the T, what's above the T there, and above the other T on United, you can actually see zinc poking through. And that zinc is poking through the copper shell because of the strength of the strike. It actually splits the copper plating. And it's called split plating. And split plating can be dangerous to the coin because over a period of time, the coin can tend to spot or turn colors because that zinc exposed to the air, not a good thing. On proofs, it tends to not have such an effect if you keep it in a nice, dry, clean place. But what we've got on this is a little struck through next to the A. That's kind of cool. So Taco John gets himself a pretty little error. An interesting conversation piece nonetheless. If you happen to have a chat full of people all around microscopes that you can pass this coin around and let them take a look. So there we go for that. Let's take a look at the next coin, which will belong to, I've got 2 of them in my hand. I'm trying to get it down to 1. Gosh, gloves. Okay. Yeah, we have one. Mr. Hampton. Paul Hampton gets the next coin. Let's see what we have. I kind of like proof coins because the design is so nice and so sharp that even if you have really minor double dies, you can see them pretty easily, even for the minor ones. We just found that out with the 56 proof roll. That was really cool. Okay, so we have a normal white AM. Normal white AM proof reverse here. Now there's some say to the effect that the white AM coins for the 1999 business strike were unfinished proof dies. And as far as I can tell from the study I have done and what I have seen from other people and listed coins, I have never seen any proof, that the 1999 YDM coins were made with proof dies. It's my thought that they were accidentally hubbed with what was supposed to be the proof design hub, but they were regular mint state dies. Now this case is just a little bit different in that there weren't supposed to be any proof hubs left with the close AM on them, because those last time those were used was 1993. In fact, 1993 was the only year that those were supposed to have been used. And then, oops, we got some spots. We got a haze area going on here. Looks like the building's on fire. Let's see. Oh, and it goes down to the bottom here. So we do have a spotty area in the middle of this coin. This is Adam Chambers. And we got nothing else to talk about on this one. A normal coin with a little bit of a hazy area. And with the errors in this particular case being that of the normal design of the business strike coins, makes it a little more difficult to explain away. Why was a business strike reverse design used on proof coins? Well, there's a little problem with that. The business strike design was not so crisp. It just wasn't as crisp as the reverse design on the 99 proof coins that came out with the white AM. So it also wasn't frosted like the 99 white AMs generally are. So what we end up with is the rather safe assumption that we could possibly have had proof dies left over from 1993 that somehow skipped being used in 94 and 95 and 96 and 97, were used briefly in 98 and then used again in 99. That's really the only viable answer I can come up with as to why there are 98 and 99 close AM proofs. Yeah, companies that slab these coins, well, I'm gaining less and less confidence in their ability to understand the designs more and more as new things come out and they continually screw up what they call them. Like for instance, if you get a 1989, or you get a 1989 Lincoln Cent slabbed, they'll slab it as a white AM. Well, all of them are white AMs. So are the 98s, or so are the 88s. 88 and 89 design is, they're different, but that doesn't make one of them a white AM and the other one not a white AM. They're both white AMs. So why they would do that, I understand why, and I understand what they did, but what they did was confuse people. And the reason they do it is because it is a particular reverse design we're talking about. And James Wiles of Conecuh calls that the RDV, Reverse Design Variety number 6. It's the 6th different reverse design used in memorial cents. So all of the coins that are of question being a variety that are of RDV 6, by PCGS will get a label that says white AM. And people are wondering, okay, well, I have a 1988 Lincoln Cent that's a white AM. What exactly does that mean? Well, PCGS can't really answer for what it means. But what it means is that the 88 white AM is going to be the error, the transitional reverse. Got some spots on this one. But what they're not explaining is that the normal reverse for the 1988 is also a white AM. There's also space between the A and the M on the normal design, because RDV5 and RDV6 both have space between the A and the M in the design. Well, our problem comes in that they're not making that distinction. They're not making the distinction that the difference is really in the initials and not the AM at all. But once you get to 92 and you're still using the design from 89, which is the RDV6, then you have your wide AM versus the close AM, which would be for 92 an error. So it's a confusing thing, and they're using nomenclature to describe what you're seeing on the coin without any thought at all to what the other design would say. I kind of take it back to the 1979 to 1981 proof coins. 1979 Type 2 proof has the same mint mark as 1981 Type 1. 1979 Type 2 is the same as 1981 Type 1. Did I look at the reverse on this? I'm not even sure I ever looked at the reverse on this one. Okay, now I know I've seen the reverse. I get talking and I just forget what I'm doing. Sorry. But now we know the reverse on this one is a normal wide AM. I don't know if you can tell yet by listening to me, but where it comes to attributing die varieties, I am not of the highest amount of confidence in any of the grading services, because none of them have really impressed me with how they deal with die varieties. Other than Annex, I really like how Annex does things. And this is Copper Kingdom. I also kind of like how Segs used to deal with doing varieties. Larry Briggs, he would go to any length to do varieties of any kind of any series. He would do Lincoln cents. He would do seeded quarters. He would do pretty much anything, and he would usually use Breen. And the Breen catalog, in some cases, has been known to be incorrect because we've learned more about the coins since Breen passed on. However, there are other listings of Breens that are perfectly viable listings that Segs would put on the holders. Well, NX would also do that. PCGS and NGC never would, and they still don't. Not that it makes me favor them any more or less, but Annex will put the Coppercoin system on your coins. So if you send them a coin with a particular die number from the Coppercoin system and ask that that be on the label, they will put it on the label for you if it matches up. Mr. Thomas. Mr. Thomas gets coin number 13 in the roll. We're still looking for anything minor double dies on the obverse, anything that we can see that is an error or otherwise different, as like striking and strike throughs. There could be indents. There could be a number of different things that could show up. Probably not cuds, because they don't use these dies long enough to break them. Little die cracks can sometimes show up on proofs, but they're not usually very noticeable, nor are they generally very valuable. But what we're mostly looking for is for this A to be offset to the right and for the M to be offset to the left and almost touching the A. That would make it a wide AM design, which would be improper for the 1999 proof. I was hoping we'd find a few of them in these rules, but they are very tough to find. Very difficult to find, and when you do, they're generally a $50 to $100 coin, depending on grade. Let's see, Vicky Cardwell goes next. Let's see what Vicky has. Coin number 14. Nothing on the obverse. I could actually try this with a 98 proof roll, but the problem with trying with a 98 proof roll is the 98 close AM proofs are probably 10 times more scarce than the 99s. And if I'm having trouble finding 99s in these rolls, you can imagine the trouble I'd have finding 98s. I have no confidence in trying to hunt through a roll for 98 close AMs. Trying to do something that people are going to want to watch here. And, well, if you're going through something that nobody knows of any varieties in, nobody knows that there's any issues with these. I'm trying to get one of these names out, sorry. I'm having a hard time with these gloves. All right, Bulldog. I prefer to go through something that's actually known for producing varieties, so that at least we have a chance of finding something. I happened to hit the bullseye with the 56 roll that we just went through. You can check in all the videos in my channel and you can find the reveal number 29, which was the 1956 roll we just went through. And the reason these reveals are out of numeric order is because reveal number 29, or reveal number 28 and 27 were of the same issue, 1999S. I wanted to break that up a little bit with something else in between, so I just scheduled the 56 ahead of the last 99 roll. And I had originally done that for Friday. Actually, yeah, it was for Friday. And as it turns out, I was unable to do much of anything on Friday because I was not feeling well. And so I rescheduled them for Sunday. Bulldog gets the next coin. Let's see what we got for Bulldog. That's 2 in a row for Bulldog. Yeah, it looks like we're coming up all goose eggs so far. I kind of expect to do that on the obverse because, well, we don't know of any obverse die varieties yet. That doesn't keep us from looking for them. And we have a normal wide AM on the reverse. Back here I'm looking for pretty much anything that looks like a double die, especially in the center of the design, because the center of the design is typically where you're going to find Class 9 doubling. Class 9 doubling is shifted hub doubling, which is found only single squeeze coins. And this was a single squeeze die that made this coin. And that one's for Bulldog. That's coin number 16. In the 56 roll, what was found? Well, let's try this. 5 or 6 minor double die reverses. We found an FS 101 double die obverse. We found an FS 801 double die reverse. Some seriously nice stuff. Mr. Thomas. Hello, Mr. Josh Moore. You want to ask me a question, you go right ahead. I am sort of half paying attention. What I'm doing here is we are going through a 1999S proof roll packaged by a dealer who does not check for varieties of any kind. So these coins came out of sets and went into these tubes. And what I am looking for here is what is known as the close AM 1999 proof reverse, which would make it a transitional error and quite valuable. And this is a roll that people purchased their coins in this roll prior to the opening of the roll. That makes it completely fair, as best it can be. I don't know what's in the roll before I sell the coins. They don't know what's in the roll when they buy them. We're all assuming that these are unsearched coins. I believe that they're unsearched coins, otherwise I wouldn't sell them as unsearched. Then, come time to actually go through the roll, I take 50 flip inserts that are numbered from 1 through 50, and then I take 50 names on little pieces of cardboard, and I put them in a bag. And I draw them one at a time after the roll is opened, and the next person that I draw gets the next coin in the roll. And this one would happen to be D. Reese. I don't do any Like I go through so many rolls if you give me such a donation or anything like that. I do forensically check every coin to make sure that we have either double dies, repunchment marks, or nothing at all. I double go through the coins after the broadcast is over with a different microscope so I can see whether or not we have anything extra, odd, weird, that I can mark for you. If I find a double die that needs to be photographed, a double die or a repunchment mark that needs to be photographed for the Coppercoins website, I will take the nicest condition coin in the roll for that die, take photographs of it, use those photographs on the Coppercoins website, and on the website, the person whose coin I photographed will be credited for that particular coin on the website. So your name will be on the website. If it happens to be a brand new listing, I will also annotate that it's a new listing on the holder. And for any plate coin that you get out of any of my rolls, I sign the flip insert. Not because I think I'm famous and it's worth extra money that way, but if you should choose to send your coins into Annex and have them put them in holders, they'll see my signature on that plate coin. They will look it up on the website. They will find that the minor imperfections on your coin match the minor imperfections in the photographs on the website, and they will give you a plate coin designation on your coin on the label that goes inside the slab. So that's how that works. Excuse me. All right, Mr. Wolf gets this one. This is another normal coin. We're looking for anything out of the ordinary here. This roll is turning out to be spookily like the first one, which was a normal roll all the way through. You think I get more excited? I don't know about that. I'm thinking Deanne kind of probably spit her coffee out when she saw that double die pop up right after I drew her name. That was sweet. That's one of those ones you always want to go back and watch again and again. We might even clip that part of the video out and put it on Facebook. Well, so far what I'm seeing here is all normal. I will go through, once we get halfway through the roll, I'll do a little intermission. I'll go back and do my little lesson again for the people who are just joining us to show you what we're looking for in the design features on the reverse to know whether we're looking at a transitional error coin or looking at a normal 1999 as proof. Next coin we'll go to. Now see, we currently have double the number of people watching this video as we do having liked this video. And if you like what you see here, and you like learning with us and going through rolls with us, smash that like button. Give me a little help. It's all it takes. Smash the like button. If you really like it, you can subscribe and hit that little bell for notifications on future videos. Every time I make a new event for a video, you're going to get a notification that I'm going to go live. And I do a number of the things I do live, although I do make educational videos and other videos that are not live. But one of the bigger live things that I do is every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I do live near the East Coast. At 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday, we have auctions. We're going to have an auction this coming Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a pretty big one. Now, since we're coming into the holidays, things are changing just a little bit about the schedules. Thanksgiving is next Thursday, which means that Cyber Monday is the following Monday. So I've decided that instead of having a normal auction on Tuesday, I'm going to have an extra big, huge auction on Cyber Monday. It's going to be Monday evening, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Andrew O'Neill. It's 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's going to have over 2,000 rolls of Lincoln Cents. Over 2,000 rolls of Lincoln Cents will be available for sale or bid on Monday. We're going to have, well, it's not going to be just 2,000 rolls. It's going to be 2,000 items. So we're going to have roughly 2,000 rolls. We're going to have a number of other single items. We're going to have books and other interesting link consent related items. And that's going to be Monday, Cyber Monday, December 2nd, beginning at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Otherwise, we have auctions every Thursday. At the end of the auction, I start the auctions auctions don't happen Thursday, they happen on Tuesday. I have auctions every Tuesday starting at 8 p.m. They end at roughly 10 p.m. And that is when, at the end of the auction, I open up Steve Elliott here. I open up the sales of these reveal rolls, typically original bank wrapped rolls or original unsearched rolls that I go through on camera exactly as you're seeing now, usually on Wednesdays and Thursdays, sometimes Friday. Today we're doing one on Sunday because, well, for those who are just joining us, I came down under the weather, I would say, with blood pressure and blood sugar issues on Thursday night. And Friday morning, I couldn't get out of bed. By Friday afternoon, I decided that it was probably not a good idea for me to try to broadcast. Rather, I stayed in bed and rested. So we canceled the broadcast for Friday and moved it to Sunday, and here we are. And today I'm feeling much better. A little lightheaded, but I'm fine. Where you go to get involved in the roll reveals, and does it have to be prior to the live reveal? Okay, here's how this works. At the end of my auctions on Tuesday nights, usually between 10 and 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, I sell the spots for my reveals. My reveals, I generally do anywhere between 2 and 4 or 5 of them per week. So there are a number of different things that you can get involved in, and I've had them as inexpensive as 50 cents a piece, and as expensive as $8 to $10. And that's for, like, I went through a 1943 D roll. Was it D? No, it's S. 1943 S original roll. I went through, and those were $10 a coin. I went through a 1956 proof roll a couple of hours ago, and those were $5 a coin. So you get your coins at the end of the auction on Tuesday evening, which is usually between 10 and 10:30 Eastern Time. Then after you get your spots in the roll, you watch for the reveal to come up live, which is exactly what this is, on our channel, on the Coppercoins channel on YouTube. And you watch for your name to be drawn out of the bag, and that is the coin that belongs to you. We usually have limits on these. This particular reveal, I had a limit, I believe, of 3 coins per person. Thank you, Coin Dragon. CM Silver. CM Silver gets the next one here. Let's see what we've got. This is coin number 25 in the roll. So I'm going to use this coin as an example of whether it is a normal coin or an error coin, and you're going to find out why I know. It is a normal coin. This is a normal white AM design. For the proof coins for 1994 through 2008, which are the last number of years that they made memorial link consents, the M on the reverse of the coin between the A and the E is supposed to be centered between that A and that E. And then the T of states, or the A of states, I'm sorry, is supposed to be centered between the 2 T's of states, which is exactly what we have here. We have a T space A space T. And then we have A space M space E. Now, briefly here, I will grab a 1993 proof. The reason 1993 is because 1993 is the only year, 1 year design type, where the reverse type is the same as the normal business strike design for that year. Now, here we have the 99 again. Look at the M, evenly spaced between the A and the E. Now I'm going to move over to a 1993. 1993, the M is moved much more closely over to the A. So you have an AM space E, where here you have A space M space E. And if you look at the TAT in states, I always call it the T, but it's an A. First letter of the alphabet, Chuck. There's 26 of them in the English language. We have a larger space to the left of the A than we do to the right of the A. So the A is shifted. It's an offset to the right. Whereas if you look at the normal 1999, the A is very well centered between the two T's. If you find a 1999 proof Lincoln cent with this design, you have a transitional error that's worth pretty good bucks. They are out there and they can be found. That's what we're looking for in this roll. So far, all we have found are the normal white AM, which has the centered A and the centered M, and we've not found any yet of the A that's offset to the right and the M that's offset to the left. This would make it an error. This is normal. So there we have it. Take my 1993 and put it back in the tube so that we don't mess it up. Mistake it for something else, like a 99. It ends up going on a flip, and someone looks at the reverse without looking at the obverse, and they get all excited. Did that one time. Here's how it happened. Got a Dansko album. Bought a collection. Had all the proofs in it. I went through and looking at the reverses of the proofs, I get past the 93, and I expect to see white AMs for everything else. As I'm going through them, I hit a close AM. Fantastic, right? So I flip the page over, and the guy's got two 93s in there. He's got a 93 in the spot for the 99. Evidently, we had eyeball issues. We couldn't see the date, so he put the wrong date in there. Yep, that can cause little problems. It can cause my heart to skip a beat, too. Okay. So far, I've seen nothing on the obverses, which would be a normal thing because we don't yet know of any double die obverses for 1999 proof cents. And this is a normal reverse. As you can tell, the A is centered, the M is centered. So with a centered A and a centered M, you have a normal coin for 1999. Now everyone's going to run out there and take a look at all those web references for what a close AM and a wide AM are, and they're not going to tell you about that centered A in states. Well, I'll tell you why. It's because I'm the one who discovered that difference to my knowledge. I never saw it published anywhere, never knew of it anywhere, but someone brought me a 2000 year Lincoln cent with the A and the M missing because of a clip planchet. And they wanted to know if that was a wide AM. Well, it was clipped just enough that the initials next to the memorial were distorted enough that you really couldn't tell one from the other. And so I spent time, because I knew that the close AM and wide AM were not just spacing in the letters. I knew that it was a completely different design. There had to be some other feature where you could tell the difference. And I found it in the A of states. Well, the person's coin was a normal close AM. Let's see, we've got Paul Hampton for the next one here. Paul Hampton gets coin number 27. You saw two separate ears on the 84p. Did you actually find? Did you actually find? Or did you find one Coin Dragon? Did you find an 84 double ear? I've heard a lot of people talk lately of doubled ears because of that 2018 D, I think it is. Oh, you found one earlier this year. Very nice. I tell you what, I have been through well over 1 million coins in my lifetime looking at them under microscopes. I have never found a 1984 doubled ear. I have also never found the big 1983 double die reverse. I have found two 1972 double die obverses. I have found probably 12 to 14 of the 1995 double die obverses, but I have never found the 83 or the 84. I, of course, also have not found the 88, but the 88 is very rare. And the 82 double die reverse is very rare. So the idea that I might have found one of those is, it's not unusual for me to say no. But for the 83 and the 84 double dies, as many coins as I've been through, and I've never found one of either one of those. Mantic found a 2019 D doubled ear today. You sure that's what it is, brother? Because if it is, that'd be kind of a news story. Because I've never heard of it. Did you find it in a roll I sent to you? No, I guess not, because I don't think you've bought any 2019 D. Not for me. You probably found those at a bank. I'd like to have more 19Ds. I don't have enough 19D rolls. CM Silver. Actually, I think I'm going to get some in January. Belongs to coin number 28. And it's a normal coin. So we're up to coin number 29 now. And we still have pretty much all normal ones. Mantic, anytime you run across brand new coins at the bank, Lincoln Cents anyway, let me know if there's any chance I can get them from you. It seems like 2018 will be the only year I'll probably never need any kind of replenishing on. As it seems, I'm getting 15 or 20 boxes of 2018 Lincolns in this deal that I bought. I'll be picking up in January. Scarcest find. My scarcest find. Oh, what do we have there? Hey, look, folks, that's a double die. That is a double die. It's a double die reverse on a 2019 proof. I've never heard of or seen this, but that is a double die. Let me adjust my camera here. Look at that. See where that column is doubled right there? Right next to Lincoln's legs? I've never seen this. Never knew it existed. 1999 proof double die reverse. Here we go. Now that gives me something I really need to go back through all of these coins very closely for, because I never expected to find one of these. So this one, now with these doubled columns, the rule on listing these doubled columns as far as Coppercoins website is concerned is that the column, the length of the doubling of the column needs to be the same as the distance between the knee and the foot. So you look at the knee and you look at the foot and you get that distance and you move over to your double column. If your double column is that long or longer, I'll list it. And this is definitely listable. Very nice, folks. Very, very nice. I'm glad Hawkeye gets a nice double die, and it's a discovery coin too. Really nice one. There's what I saw. Now you can see it. Pretty simple to see. And, well, it's a white AM. To be expected, a white AM. But that's nice. Double die reverse. There we go. Well, that redeems my qualities just a little bit in searching through 1999 proof rolls. That might actually make me want to search another one. I'll put Hawkeye's coin off to the side over there. Now, one thing to understand about proof rolls is that with a business strike roll, an original roll, they mint those things and they put them in bags, or they put them in large ballistic bags. And they're all rolled in groups that are basically the same as one to the next, to the next, to the next, because they mint those things in the billions. They mint hundreds of thousands of them and put them all together. And then they ship them off and they're rolled together. So you would expect that if you get a particular die, you're going to see that die time and time and time again. Now with proof rolls, it's not the same thing because there are no mint proof rolls. There are no mint bags of proofs. Proof coins were all put into sets. And so whomever made this roll of proofs had to open 50 proof sets to get these coins. So because they had to open 50 proof sets to get these coins, those coins could have been manufactured on any day of the year, which means that you could have a hodgepodge of 50 different rolls or 50 different dies in one single roll, which is most of the time the case. So the likelihood that we'll run into that same double die again is kind of slim, but we could. Well, let's take a look. Copper Kingdom gets the next coin. This, folks, is why I am looking for anything on these coins, because you never know what you're going to discover. You never know what you'll find. You never know when a doubled ear or a doubled eyelid might pop up. And a lot of the people who do roll digging are only looking for the major listed stuff that's already out there and everybody already knows about, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But if I had only been looking for the major listed stuff, I would never have found that double column. These are the things you have to concern yourself with when you're going through rolls. Do you want to be known for finding things that nobody else knew about? Or do you want to be known for just finding everything that everyone else already knows about? You have to ask yourself that question. It'll take you a little bit longer to go through rolls to look for the minor stuff that nobody knows about. Yep, this is definitely a new doubled die as far as I know. I've never heard of a column like that on the reverse of a 99 proof. And we're going to keep going through the rest of this roll. We've got 15, 20 coins left. So we're going to finish this roll out. We're about 3 minutes shy of a full hour on this broadcast, but that's because we've done some education too. Never hurts to sit through a better than an hour video when you're learning something. And we're finding mostly white AM coins, mostly no double dies, but we did find one nice double die for the reverse of the 1999 S proof that no one knew about until now. And Vicky Cardwell gets a normal coin. So coin number 32 came out to be a normal coin. Let's look at coin number 3. Penny Parent, you missed a nice discovery. Nice discovery. Something I never knew existed that we found in this 1999 proof roll. We found a doubled column of column number 6, or column number 5, sorry, the one to the left of Lincoln. And this was a nice doubled column too. It wasn't just your average run-of-the-mill doubled column, it was a nice one. And that's something we are going to publish. You might have missed the DDR on the first time around, but I tell you what, you can look at it again right here. Look at that. Shabam. Nice proof double column right there. Nope, this isn't another one. This is the same one. I just grabbed the same coin to show Penny. Sorry, didn't mean to make your heart skip a beat or anything. Let's take a look at the reverse on this one again to be sure that we've got a white AM, and we do. I know I looked at the reverse already, but I wanted to make sure it was a white AM. And Mr. Elliott gets coin number 33. Coin number 34 goes to Mr. Marshall. New Marshall in town. Has what appears to be a normal obverse. I'm checking everything, folks. I'm checking the Liberty. I'm checking the eye. I'm checking the ear. I'm checking the date. Checking everything. I want to make sure that we know what we got. Okay, we got a normal wide amp. Looks like we got a normal center area. Another place to watch is that line that runs across the inside above Lincoln's head, the roof, the center, like the ceiling line that runs across the top here. I'm pointing my screen. Here you go. This is right here. This is what you want to look at. You can look at that for doubling. 98 and 99 Lincoln cents are typically known for this kind of doubling, the Philadelphia mints. So we check the proofs for the same thing because, well, you never know. Just like I proved to you, you never know what you're going to find. Never know what you're going to get. We look for doubling around the outside edge, like a class 6 doubling, which should not happen, but we still look for it. Yeah, ceiling. That thing that's above your head. Not the part that keeps the rain off, but the part that keeps the light in. All right, got Marshall's normal coin right there. Let's see who gets coin number 35. Coin number 35, Mr. Wolf. Mr. Wolf's coin starts out to be a normal 1999 S proof. Take a look at the reverse. We have a wide AM design. No doubling in the central region. Nothing around the south edge. We have a normal coin. Coin number 35 turns out to be a normal coin for Mr. Wolf. Normal coin. Pew, pew, pew. All right. Everybody has another proof to hunt down, including myself. D. Reese gets this one. We have 1999 S proof. Normal obverse, I'm sorry. Normal obverse. Always look for anything struck through, any oddities, any weirdo things going on. Because this is a place to see it. Let's see here. Normal white AM design. No doubling in the center. Nothing up my sleeve. Presto. Better get another hat. All right, so we got another normal coin. Number 36 belongs to D. Reese. Coin number 37. CM Silver. CM Silver will get... There's my dog again. I heard him rub up against my door. He's out there waiting to come in. Nothing on the obverse. It does take a level of patience to look through stuff like this because, well, I mean, it is kind of a long shot to get a close AM on a 99 proof. It's kind of really a long shot. But to find a double die on the reverse of a 99 proof is, well, that's just not even in the cards. Bradley Pulio, I welcome you to answer or to ask questions, as long as I can ask you questions too. Because this is a two-way question session. See what you got for me. My question will be, where are you located? Where were you born? Are you on any prescription medication? Like button, like button, like button. We got 23 people who've liked this and 34 people watching. So that means that we've got 11 people who have not yet liked this video for one reason or another. I'm not asking that you like it, but if you do, I'm asking that you let me know. Still looking for the wide AM design is normal. So we're looking for a close AM. We're also looking to see if we can find another one of those slam dunk double dies. Should have seen the 56 roll, Penny. You left before we found some monster coins in that one. You'll have to watch that. Monster coins. We did the monster mash. It is a pretty long shot to get the close AM, but I do agree that it is an even longer shot to get the double die because, well, there may have been more than one die with the close AM, but we know that there was only one die with that doubling on the reverse. You might find another that's similar, but you'll never find that same one unless it's the same die. Taco John gets coin number 39, and it's a normal coin. You can go back and watch after we're done here. We want you to stay here with us. And if you're 4 minutes behind, please refresh. I don't like talking to people when they're not listening for the first 3 minutes I'm talking to them. Mr. Thomas. Mr. Thomas will get the next coin in the roll. What do we have on the next coin in the roll? It appears as so far we have a normal coin. And we do. On the obverse, excuse me, this one is normal. BP playing with me again. And we have a normal wide AM. And we have no doubling. We have ourselves what appears to be a normal 1999 proof cent here. That's coin number 40. We are going to run out of coins before we run out of names. That much is evident. However, I have a backup. Oops, Mr. Thomas. That's not to exclude people from getting their coin, but I have another roll sitting here that does have enough coins to finish out a 50 coin roll. And Mr. Thomas, again. 99S. No doubled I. No doubling up here. Okay, no doubling there. This is sometimes I have to take a second step just to take a look. It's like when you're walking around in a field looking for arrowheads. Sometimes you see little chips of rock and stuff that came from a plow blade that you don't realize are not arrowheads until you stop and look. Sometimes you have to stop and you have to look a little bit longer. But you don't get demerits for being slow. You get demerits for missing stuff. I'm not getting any demerits because I'm not going to miss anything. Majestic Sounds of Coins comes in with a $2 super chat. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. That's for the Monster 56. Liked it that much, huh? That was sweet, wasn't it? Not very often you find completely unknown to the person searching the roll that you end up finding 2 FS listed double dies in a single roll. It's two different ones. I'm trying to get one name here. See, my hand just keeps grabbing two, and I can't split them up. Trying to only get one. Haha. Penny Parent, when you watch the 1956 roll reveal later on, don't go over and do it now. Do it later on. But when you watch the 1956 roll reveal later on, you will realize what we are talking about, the Monster 56. Okay, I should have said spoiler alert. But you still don't know exactly what was found, what condition they were in, what coin in the roll they were in. So it's still going to be an edge of your seat entertainment. And we don't get that very often. The edge of your seat type entertainment. I mean the kind that just pulls you right out to the edge. Cliffhangers. When you expect to hear something different than you actually do. All right, then. We're up to coin number 42. And that was Hawkeye. I have a normal coin to number 42. Penny Parent, yes. We found a few. Mr. Hampton. We'll get the next coin in the roll. What does Mr. Hampton get? Well, we have what appears to be the same as the other coins in the roll. Or maybe normal double die or normal obverses here. Let's see. Take a much better look at this area. Because I saw what looked like could have been a little bit of extra thickness in the TY, but I don't see it now. So it was not there. Take a look at the reverse. Normal white AM reverse, as is evidence for the people who are joining us late by the M being centered between the A and the E, and the A being centered between the two T's. We know we have the normal white AM design. We have no doubling on this side. Just a very well hubbed die. And a cleanly struck coin with full deep cameo. These things in a full deep cameo on a 66 grade are worth better than $4 a coin. That's what people paid to get the coins in this particular roll. You can find them available for less money. You would be able to find them available for less money on my website. But you're not going to have the opportunity to own a coin I've never viewed. That's the case here. You're getting coins I've never seen. So I have no idea what I'm going to run into any more than you do. Which is why we have the opportunity to run into really good die varieties that you're having attributed by the person who wrote the book. What do we have here? Is that a fiber on the coin? Let's check real quick. It is. That was a fiber on the coin. But you're not only having a chance to have your coins attributed by the person who wrote the book on the subject, but you're also getting a chance of getting something that makes history. Like this. Now, it's a very small amount of history, but it is still history. That we have a brand new double die reverse listed for proof 1999 Lincoln cents. And it's because of a coin found in this roll. Penny Parent's not allowed to go to the other video until this one's over. Hello, Just Spitfire. We weren't talking about you, so you're fine. Here's Vicky. Were your ears burning, though? And in 1999, it looks like we have a normal obverse. And we have a normal white AM reverse. Spitfire, if you hang out with us till the end of this, you'll see something that we found in this roll that was quite exciting. Something very different. You actually get to see the discovery of what is believed to be a brand new double die no one knew about prior to this experience. We're going to go back and take another look at it before we end the video. We're up to coin number 46 in the roll. Coin number 46, and you notice I've only got 2 coins left here, but that's of no consequence because I have the coins that will fill the remainder of this roll in another roll that has never been searched. Anybody who deals with modern proof coins on a regular basis knows that if you use regular Anco tubes, you can't get but 47 or 48 coins in a tube. So if you buy a roll of proof coins, you have to assume that you're buying fewer than 50 coins. Okay, this is a normal close or white AM design. Have some colors on this coin. A little bit of toning color, as you can see. But we don't have any doubling on this side. We have a normal 1999 proof coin for Mr. Elliott. Mr. Elliott was just saying earlier how he wished he had got into the 56 roll instead of this roll. Well, I'm beginning to agree with him at this point, but you never know ahead of time. You really don't. We could have found pretty much anything in here. This coin could have been, this roll could have been half full of nothing but the really good close AMs, and we could be talking hundreds of dollars worth of coins easily. All right, Mr. Wolf gets the last coin that was in this tube. It's kind of interesting. You guys see a little bit of extra thickness up there? Maybe not. Got a spot. Yeah, I don't see anything. Nothing unusual here. Nothing to see. Keep moving along. Move along. Move along. All right, and on the reverse we see a normal white AM design. No doubling in the center. It's about the first 30 coins of this roll I need to go back and look at in the center more closely, because I don't think I gave them enough justice to show us what we ended up finding on coin number 29. All right, so there's coin number 47. I need to come up with 3 more 1999 S Lincoln cents, and we have them right here. 1, 2, 3. Three of them. And so, let me do it this way. Make it a lot easier. Coin number 48 will go to Adam. Let's put it over here. Coin number 49 will go to Hawkeye. And coin number 50 will go to the new marshal in town. All right, so my bag is empty. The bag is empty. The glove is back on. Drawing those last couple of names with the glove on is really difficult to do. So save a little bit of time. I draw the last few names barehanded. Then I go back to the gloves. Go back into the gloves for the review of the coins. Okay, this one belongs to Adam. Nothing special do I see on the obverse. Let's check the ear again, just to be sure. If I think I might have missed something, I want to go back and look at it. And make sure I'm not missing stuff. I'm going to flip this so that the coin is right side up. White AM, normal. No doubling in the center. No doubling around this side. No doubling over here, so we have a normal coin. Normal 1999 as proof. And so I'll put this coin in holder number 48 with Adam's name. I got a booger hanging off my I got a cloth booger hanging off my glove here. I get this cloth booger out of the way. There we go. A little string of cloth hanging off my finger. That was kind of weird. All right, Hawkeye gets this coin. I amused myself so easily. Let's see. I'm sorry, did I miss something? Oh, okay. I understand. Got it. Bradley, if you had specific questions that had personal information involved, I will see it later. Give me your, well, why don't you just email me, cd@coppercoins.com. If you email me at cd@coppercoins.com, we can speak about what you have and what's going on. And during a roll reveal, I typically pay a lot more attention to the coins than I do to the people in the chat, and I apologize for that, but I do state it ahead of time that typically these roll reveals are mostly only here for me to open the rolls on camera to show you that I opened the roll for the first time in front of you, and to go through the coins and go through the names and make sure that everything was up on top of the table, even Steven. Everybody knows exactly what's going on, and nobody can say that I was in any way dishonest. And that was my initial purpose for doing the roll reveals on camera. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have even done them on camera. But now I've learned that they've become something of like a cult following. It's a popular thing that people like to watch people go through rolls on camera, which is something I never would have imagined as being a very hot topic. But evidently, people really enjoy it. So now I've learned to enjoy doing it this way too. But I do typically just pay attention to the coins more than I do the people, simply because I want to make sure that I'm doing my job here. And my job here is to look through these coins and find any varieties that you guys have in the coins that you've purchased as varieties or as coins looking for varieties through me. I see nothing outside the ordinary on this coin. This is coin number 50 belonging to Mr. Marshall. And this will be the last coin for the day. And get this in its flip. Get Mr. Marshall's name in the flip. And I will keep the gloves on because we're going to go back and look at this new double die reverse for a 1999, $1999, 1999 Lincoln cent from the San Francisco Mint. Right there. Yeah, look at that. Nice little double die. A nice little double die lives right here. Focus, Chucky, focus. There it is, right there. Hello, JC Will. Rolls of proof coins come from proof sets. The Mint never sells rolls of proofs. So any roll of proof coins you end up getting, like this right here, is something that was assembled by a dealer who opens proof sets, generally. They'll open a bunch of sets to submit certain coins, and then they will leave the other coins behind. The coins they left behind go into tubes, and the tubes get sold. So what we have are tubes full of proof coins that came from dealers. And this particular dealer I know very well, and he does not search his proof coins. And I bought 179 rolls of proof coins from him. And this was one of the rolls of proof coins that I purchased. And I decided to do a roll reveal on this one so that we could go through it looking for the close AM, which is the scarce transitional reverse for the 1999 proof coin. However, we didn't find any of that, but we did find this nice little double die reverse with an extra column on the left-hand side of Lincoln. That's Lincoln there toward the bottom of your screen. And the coin is tilted clockwise. No, I should do it like this, clockwise. Coin is tilted clockwise. Now, if I zoom back out on this coin, you'll be able to see that column piece, which was a Class 9 shifted hub doubling. Basically, the hub started off hubbing this die and then snapped into place as the pressure was applied. It had started making this piece of the column in the center of the die until that die snapped over. When it snapped over, the hub finished creating the column where you see the normal column. But it had started its job where you see that little bit of doubling. So there you go. Well, that's not your average picnic basket, boo-boo. Oh, boo-boo boy. And there we go. So I'm done with this roll. Finished with these. I will be doing another roll reveal at some point on a 1999S roll, because we now know of a double die that you could easily find in those, which I have already found. And this particular one belongs to Mr. Hawkeye. We have other dates of proof rolls that I will eventually make it through as well. However, we have other rolls that I'm going to be doing in the near future. I have a couple of 1960 rolls that came from a bank bag, which turned out to be rolled many, many, many years after the bank bag was filled. And what happened was a lot of the coins had toning on them. Pretty nice toning, some of them had. And for the coins, some of the coins that had really nice toning, I decided, well, you know what? I know that there are double dies in 1960, so I decided to look through a couple of handfuls of the coins to see what came out of them. Out of the couple of handfuls I looked through, we got some really, really, really sweet double dies. We got double die reverse number 1 and double die reverse number 6. Now, those are Kaneka numbers. Kaneka number 1 and Kaneka number 6. Now, number 6 is actually a Class 6 triple die reverse. It's a very, very thick, extra thickness. The initials are like 4 times as wide as they should be. Very, very superb double die. And I have rolls of these things. Not of the double dies, but I've got rolls of the coins that came from the bag that are producing these double dies. And so what we will end up doing, I don't think Steve Elliott is on monthly, but I can hold your stuff. That's not a problem, sir. I do have, Mr. Elliott, I do have some coins from last week's. I do think I have an order for you from last week that I probably need to go ahead and send. Or maybe I already did send it. I had some roll reveal coins for you, and I remember that in the auction, you won a 1968 roll, and you wanted to send it to Sissy because she got the OBW roll, and that she said, no, that was okay. And you said, well, give it to her because I didn't want to make you go through the problem of postage a single roll and sending it to me because the postage would be worth more than the roll or something like that. And so what I did was I held off on that for a couple of days and realized that you had other coins that I needed to send to you. So I put it with the other coins. So you will be getting the 68D roll. Looking forward to the next one. So am I. I'm always looking forward to these. Majestic Sounds of Coins. I am not going to do a roll of 43Ds because I found out I've only got one BU roll of 1943D now. And that one BU roll of 1943D needs to be held back for selling singles. So no, I've not looked through it. I might look through it as a roll dig and just give you guys a chance to see what I see when I go through those coins. But they're not going to be available for sale as a roll reveal. Well, that double die, yeah, it means that they weren't searched, but it also tells us that, well, I mean, it was a huge surprise to me, just like it was a huge surprise to you. So that means I had no idea what was in this roll before I opened it. In fact, the rest of this 1999 S roll that I've got sitting in front of me here, yeah, it's I'll tell you what. I'm going to take out another 10 coins from this roll. Better get my gloves back on for this job. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 coins. 10 coins from the roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, 10 coins. Okay, so I'm going to flip these. Left coin first. Oops, get that one back on top. Left coin first. And here's what we're going to do. This is from my feeder roll. And what we're going to do is I'm going to put Mr. Glove back on. Tell you what. Just because we just discovered a new double die and it was like really, really cool, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take that right there. And I've got to remember that coin number 29 was the double die by Hawkeye. So I'm going to put a little dot right there so I know that that was the big double die. And then I'm going to take my bag. I'm going to take my bag. I'm going to dump this whole roll back in there. All these coins are going to go inside my bag. Inside my bag. All of them. All 50. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 10 of these out of here. 10 that I pull out of here, 10 coins on the desk. Guess what that means? That means the first coin that I have out here will go for free to Copper Kingdom. So Copper Kingdom is going to get this one. Let's keep it on. Let's just keep going. See what I got here. So I'm giving away 10 proof 1999 S Lincoln cents to people who have purchased spots in this roll. And the way I'm doing it is I'm drawing their coin out to put this one with their other coin. Hey, look, this one's not even a full cameo proof. You can see that there's polished in the bays. That's kind of unusual for a 99. It's interesting. But it's a normal white AM. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this coin in the same flip insert with his other coin. So now he's got 2. 2 for 1, folks. 2 for 1. Ah, the roll of 43Ds that you sent to me. I've got the box right behind me. So no, I've not looked through it yet, but I will soon. Next one will go to Copper Kingdom again. Copper Kingdom. Copper Kingdom will get 4 coins for the price of 2. He's making out like a bandit on this roll. And I think I might just do that on a... You know, it's only 10 o'clock. I think as soon as I end this broadcast, I'll start a roll dig, and I'll do that 43D roll. I'll just come back up live. Night, Mark. Okay, no doubling in the center of this one. So Copper Kingdom gets another free coin. If he's not watching, he's going to get these and he's going to wonder, why were there 2 coins on my flips? So there's 2 coins there. Well, that was coin number 11 and coin number 12. Let's see if I can mix it up a little bit. Here we go. Oh, coin number 50. That was New Marshall. Marshall will get this coin, which is looking for anything outside the ordinary. I see nothing on the obverse. In the reverse, we have Okay, it's a normal wide AM design. No doubling. Looks like a normal proof coin. But that's 2 of them for Marshall. Okay. Let's see what else we've got. That was 3. Here's number 4. Andrew O'Neill. Mr. O'Neill will get this coin. We have what appears to be normal. Oh, look at that spot. That's an interesting color of toning there. It's kind of pinkish, I think. That's interesting toning. Let's see what that looks like by the eye. Looks a little dark by the eye, but it's nice on the coin. And we have a normal wide AM design. Oops, that's a bad spot. Right in the center. Smack in the center of the coin. We have a bad spot. He did get a shiner on both sides. Okay. So, sorry about that, but Mr. O'Neill gets that one for free anyway, so here we go. All right. Well, that was coin number 2 out of the roll. Let's see who gets the next one. Mr. Reese. D. Reese gets coin number 9 and a freebie. And his freebie is... Just looking for doubling or any other oddities. Anything worth speaking of or talking about, I'll stop and we'll talk about it. We have a normal wide AM design. No doubling. Normal coin. Mr. Reese gets himself a free normal coin. We got 5 left. 5 left. 5 spots, 5 coins. Let's see what we've got. I'll take this one right here. CM Silver. CM Silver gets a free 1999 S proof coin. No doubling. No doubling there. And flip it over and look at the other side. We have a normal wide AM coin. No doubling there. A little bit of split plating below the 1 cent. That's not healthy for the coin, but it's part of the normal minting process. Can expect to see it on some of them. But CM Silver gets himself a free 1999 proof set right there. There we go. CM Silver has his 2 in there. And let's see. What's this? Adam Chambers. Adam gets a free one. You get a free coin. And you get a free coin. And you get a free coin. The penny Oprah. Not found anything else, Deanne, unless you missed the double die reverse that we found in the 99 proof roll. Right now what I'm doing is I'm going back through and I'm giving 10 free coins away to people who had spots in this roll. And so I'm drawing, I've got all the coins in the bag, and I'm drawing 10 of the coins out, and I'm doubling up their proof coin. So he already had one, now he's going to get another one. Right there. So now he's got 2. And I've got 3 coins left to give away. And let's see. Yeah. You see CM, you think of 900. That's what I thought he meant by that, because the last part of the name was silver, and I thought CM silver, 900 silver. Makes sense. Coin silver. All right, here's Hawkeye. Is this? No, this isn't Hawkeye's double die. Wouldn't that be ironic, to pick his double die and then find another double die to go with his double die? I think I might spare an extra flip for that. I wouldn't want to put them together for any reason. Not to say there's going to be any damage to these coins, but you know, when you have a discovery double die, you kind of take care of it as best you can. Okay, we don't have a double die on this coin. But do we have? No. It's a normal one. Normal white AM. Is what it is. Here's Hawkeye's second one out of this roll. All right. 2 more coins, 2 more spots. Mr. Wolf. Mr. Wolf will get a free one. Let's see what Mr. Wolf gets. Oh, let's see. We have normal date. We have a normal motto. Normal eye. A normal ear. Normal liberty. Normal VDB. It looks like we have a normal obverse. Let's look at the reverse. The reverse starts off with a normal wide AM design. Not seeing any doubling around the edges. Not seeing any doubling in the center. We have a normal coin. Sorry, my head was pointed away. I listen to myself back on these so I can kind of critique myself and figure out what I need to do differently. And one of the things I noticed that I need to do differently is I need to be pointed toward the microphone more often than I'm pointed away from the microphone. Because unfortunately, this microphone really only likes it when you talk directly into it. All right, Mr. Elliott gets another coin. Wouldn't this be a contrast for Mr. Elliott to come in and get a double die as the last free redraw? I don't want to do a headset mic. I don't like headsets. I don't like having crap on my head, except glasses. Plus, I'd feel like that slap chop guy. You're going to love my nuts. Nothing here. I don't want to look like I don't want to look like I'm a cheap salesman, you know. I want to do this like in a personal way. All right, that coin was normal. Unfortunately, all 10 of the coins I gave away were normal, but that's all I can really afford to give away right now. But there's the 10 doubled up. So there were actually 60 coins in a 50 coin roll. You guys didn't know that when we came into this. And here's the rest of the coins. What I'm going to have to do is go back and straighten these out, find any double dies that do exist in this bunch, which I'm sure that there will be some. That one anyway. There goes my bag. Say bye-bye to the bag. And you know what? I think I'll wait until tomorrow to do the roll reveal on that 43D, but I will do it tomorrow. I'm not going to be announcing any times or anything, but I'll do a reveal on the 43D just so everybody can see what goes on with a 1943D roll. Now, was this, I'm guessing this was a circulated roll? What the heck was that? There was a guy who had this thing, and it was a little canister, and it had this thing on the top that you slap it, and it chopped whatever you had inside, your onions, your tomatoes, or whatever. Well, he put peanuts in it, and then the guy looks weird to begin with, but he put peanuts in it, and then he says, "You're gonna like my nuts," and he just starts slapping on this, and it was funny. It was really funny. It was just something I can't get past. Anybody who's seen it will know, will understand. football announcer better than the slap chop guy? Which football announcer? Or any of them? Or are we talking about anyone in particular? It was a really good commercial, but I don't think the product worked very well. I like the boom mic. Thank you, Jeff Stanley. The warmth of a radio show keeps me from listening to sounding like one of these Radiohead type people, you know. Any of them that wear the mic. Okay. You mean like Troy Aikman, and he's there talking like this, and you can see he's talking like this, and it sounds like he's talking right to you? Broke within a week. It was junk. You see my side view? Arlene Virgilio? Yeah, that's because my camera is right there. But I prefer to read my chat, which is way over here. My chat being over here, my camera over here. So if I look in between them, like at my face looking back at me, I kind of look like I'm looking at the camera, but I can't read the chat at all. I could move the chat. That's easy to do. But I just didn't happen to do it this time. Sometimes I do. By the way, welcome. Welcome to the stream. There we go. Back to live chat. Well, I'm done for the night. Seems like I've given away about as much as I can give away. Seems like I've done just about all the damage I can in this one roll. Have any other questions before we call it a night and move on? It's 10:16 p.m. on the East Coast in the United States. And now, from AP, UPI, and your major American networks, the news is next. If I had a script to read from, you know, that would be easy. You got to go watch the 56 roll, then go to bed. Okay, Penny Parent, you go watch the 56 roll. You have a great night. Oh, yeah, the 43D roll that was stored in motor oil. I remember that now. I'm going to have to take a look and see if it's going to be something I can actually do a roll reveal on, because if the coins are really nasty, I'm going to have to take that oil off of them first. Okay, and then the uncirculated roll of 60D. The uncirculated roll of 60D I'll definitely do a roll dig on, so we can watch as I go through them. But yeah, I'll have to get those out, and I'll have to see what we've got and what I'm facing. I'm not going to get them out now because I got proof coins out everywhere, and I don't want any oil on any proof coins. Don't even want to touch the proof coin flips after I've touched oil. Right now, my hands are dry as they can be, and that's the way I want them to stay. But I will definitely get into that box next. I know I saw it come in a couple of days ago, and it's been sitting here. I've been kind of sort of out of it for the most of the last 3 days. I'm finally back into the groove of things. I've got a whole lot of work to get done the next couple of days because I basically put work out for myself to do pretty much 7 days a week, and I was to a point where I was getting overstressed and not getting enough food or sleep, and so I wasn't doing very well. And Friday morning I woke up with a pretty icky problem. I was lethargic. I had very, very low blood sugar. I had low blood pressure, and things just weren't working out very well for me that morning. And I pretty much slept most of the day. So I pretty much missed that day of work, and I missed about half the day Saturday. And so now I'm catching up. See you there, Josh. You're welcome to come back anytime, brother. All right, folks, I'm going to go ahead and knock this off for the evening. I've got to get a lot of stuff done, but I definitely appreciate everyone who showed up. I appreciate everyone who gets involved in these roll hunts. I think they're very fun to do. I will be preparing a few more rolls to take care of, to look through for next week. They will be available for sale at the end of my auction Tuesday. Tuesday will be the 26th. So the 26th, 2 days before Thanksgiving, I'll be running an auction. Toward the end of the auction, roughly 10 to 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, you can come in and purchase spots in the roll reveals. That's after I get finished with the auction lots. We do roll reveal, and that's where you get to buy the spots. Then the reveals actually happen on Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. This week, it'll be probably all Wednesday, because Thursday I'll be a little consumed, and Friday I think a lot of other people are consumed. So then we're going to have a big sale come Monday. Monday, Cyber Monday, we're going to have a huge roll sale. And that sale will take over for the auction that would normally run Tuesday. So Monday, December 2nd, we'll be doing a large roll sale instead of an auction on Tuesday. And so here we are. The generous skins of the roll reveal. Yes, sir. You're very welcome. And I will see everyone later. You guys have a great night. You have a great what's left of the few hours of the weekend. Watch some football, get some good sleep, and I'll see you Tuesday.